Hey guys, this is Amber from the Happy Caravan. I'm a mom of 10 kids and we live in New York City. I'm going to show you guys what we eat in a week. Today is Monday and I'm going to show you what we're eating today. So Monday is usually we have some sort of soup or something because we do some grocery shopping as well. So Elijah's super sweet. He's grating my Parmesan. We are going to make a leek soup from Jamie Oliver, like the very first Jamie Oliver cookbook. And it's a chickpea and leek soup, and it has like not that many ingredients, but it's really, really good. So over here, the leeks are cut up. Over here, it's like 10 leeks because we doubled the recipe. And then I also have some chopped up garlic. And in here, I have some chickpeas, which I need to let out the pressure, but they've been cooking for 2 hours. It takes a lot of chickpeas. I mean, it takes a lot of time for chickpeas to cook. So I'm gonna let the pressure off of that. And, but first I'm gonna add some olive oil and butter to our pan. So here's our olive oil and our butter. And it's hot. So we're putting in the leeks. There's actually 10 leeks in there. So we have the leeks and the potatoes and the garlic. Add a little bit of salt, just sauteing. The pressure is getting released on the garbanzo beans. So the leeks are all sauteed and putting in the garbanzo beans. I'll stir that around. Leeks are on the bottom. Garbanzo beans are on the top. So here's my chicken stock. Open it up. I'm going to put in about 2.5 cartons of this. I don't know if that's enough. If it's not, I'm gonna have to go to the store because I put this on my list, but I'm making this before we go to Costco, and we're gonna go to Costco after it's made, so I didn't really think ahead on that one. So we'll see. Hopefully it's enough. Okay, so we brought this to the boil, and now we're gonna simmer it for 15 minutes, let everything get all nice and soft. Okay, so it's ready. It's simmered. It's 15 minutes, and we're going to use the immersion blender to kind of half and half it. So part of it will be still kind of chunky, and part of it will be not so chunky. So give it a go here. Hopefully I don't go crazy or So I'm going to put in some of the Parmesan cheese. Okay, so here's our cheese. So obviously it adds a lot of flavor and also thickens it a little bit. Now I'm going to add about 1.5 teaspoons more salt. So after the soup is served, we can put a little bit of olive oil on it. And then, and then a little bit of the extra Parmesan cheese. And voila. We also usually serve it with some sort of bread. We have this organic French baguette from Trader Joe's that we serve it with tonight. Is that your soup? Do you like it, Mo? Yeah, it's yummy. That's cheese, Moses. Do you like cheese? It's good.
Oh, okay.
Hey guys, welcome to Tuesday night. Today, earlier, we went to a recording studio, so we had to do a simple meal tonight, and our simple meal is hamburgers. We got some grass-fed hamburgers from Costco, and Moses is trying to help, so we're grilling those. That's kind of a faster meal. And before we left, I actually started cooking some potatoes, and now I'm rewarming them, so hopefully they'll be potato fries. And then of course we have tomatoes. Hey Mark, did you know I got some cheese for the burgers? Some sliced cheese, do you want that?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, so we're gonna put some sliced cheddar on there, just to kind of give them a little more oomph. Everyone's having a little snack before dinner because we're all hungry. You having milk, Mo? Is that good? Yeah. Here are the hamburger buns we're using, just Trader Joe's whole wheat hamburger buns. Try and use whole wheat whenever possible, but not always. So we had a little bit of a runaway flame, but Max got it under control.
Flame broiled.
Flame broiled, yes. It's like the Whopper. They're probably healthier.
It's okay. Quick.
So here's the fries. I started cooking them before we left, and then I cooked them again after we came home because it took a little while. And I knew when we came home, everyone was going to be starving, and they turned out pretty well, actually. Okay, so here is our beautiful hamburger. Here's our French fries. And then under the lettuce is a hamburger, and we just put lettuce and tomato and mayonnaise and all that good stuff. So Mo, what do you think about your hamburger? Is it good? Do you like your hamburger, Melody?
Seriously?
Hey guys, welcome to Wednesday. Tonight we are making split pea soup. It's kind of a simple recipe. I got it from... Melly's over there. Okay. Got it from the Barefoot Contessa recipe book. It is Parker's split pea soup. And it's kind of a simple soup, so I've got the... I'm kind of altering the recipe a little bit. It says just olive oil. I'm using a little bit of olive oil and grass-fed butter. Okay, so we've got this oil. It's kind of sizzling here. I'm gonna put in carrots and onions and garlic. And let that do its thing. Let it saute and you're supposed to get translucent. Carrots should get a little soft. So we're also going to put in a teaspoon of oregano. It's a little different than my mom's recipe, but it's actually really good.
It's actually good.
So here's a tablespoon also. It says kosher salt. I'm just using sea salt. Around. So we're also making cornbread muffins, and these are, my mom always made cornbread muffins when we had split pea soup at home, so it just seems like it goes. And oh, the joy of the internet. This is the best homemade cornbread recipe from Melissa Griffiths from Bless This Mess, and it has 4.7 out of 5 stars, and it has 504 reviews. So honestly, it is really good. The thing is, I don't like so much sugar. It has 2/3 cup granulated sugar. I put a 1/2 cup granulated sugar instead, and honestly, it's still really, really good. Here's my other addition that I've added. My mom always made this with a ham hock, but I am using some uncured pancetta, and supposedly it's minimally processed and has no nitrites or nitrates. I don't know. Anyway, it's supposed to be a little more natural. But, I don't know. Tastes good in there. Stir that all up. It smells so good. It smells very Italian because of the oregano. I don't know if it's supposed to, but it sure smells good. Okay, so now I'm going to add in the potatoes. Some red potatoes chopped up. Give it a stir. So with a big family to feed and a limited food budget, we're always trying to find like ways to incorporate legumes, beans, that sort of thing. You know, I remember I always used to listen to Dave Ramsey, and he's like, rice and beans, rice and beans. The thing is, rice and beans can get very boring if you don't mix up the kind of beans and the kind of rice and the kind of, like, so basically what he's saying is, like, you know, plant-based sort of something, beans. Sometimes if like it's like plant-based, like vegan would be meat. That stuff's really expensive, even more than regular meat sometimes. But like just beans and stuff that's like not too much meat, it still has that health, it's still like minimally processed, but it's just not so expensive because I'm just like wowed every time I go to like the chicken or the beef aisle, and I'm like, that's a lot of money. So anyway, so that's a way to like, I'm always trying to like find varied ways to make good food, cheap food, good. Here's the other cheating thing that I do. I actually cooked the split peas with some chicken stock already because the recipe's like, oh, you do it for 40 minutes and then you cook for another 40 minutes after this, and I'm just like, I don't have all that time. Plus, it's the summertime and I don't want a really hot pot going for like almost 2 hours. So anyway, so Mark's actually normally the one that makes this, so it doesn't look that great right now, but it will, when it's mixed with the other stuff, it'll turn into legitimate pea soup. Okay, so here it is all together. I'm gonna let the potatoes soften and so forth. It's actually, there's more liquid in here than there's supposed to be. I was following 2 different recipes. So I was following the Instant Pot recipe, which said to put 18 cups because I'm using 2 pounds of beans. But then the recipe in the Perfect Contessa book says put 16 cups. So don't do like me, but it's okay. I mean, it's just going to be a little more brothy, but it still is going to have that good split pea flavor. And I'm learning as I go because Mark always made this, and this is my turn. And I'm still learning, guys.
Every meal you make is delicious.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. Okay, so give me a taste test. Consistency-wise, it's a little off, but flavor, it's super, super good. The pancetta really gives it that extra kick. Nice. Is more like his soup? Is that good? You're actually eating it, huh? Are you showing me? Yes. Are you showing me? Yummy. Baby approved. Hey guys, welcome to Thursday. Tonight we're making stuffed pepper casserole. I actually learned about this from Sarah from our tribe of Midi. I remember she made this when she was going like in her RV or whatever, and she actually made 3 of them, which is crazy because I've made 2 of them and we don't even eat 2. I do make kind of a robust one of the recipe. It's from Temecula Mom Vlog, I think that's what it's called. And if you want the recipe, but it's basically like stuffed peppers, but a casserole, so you don't have to like stuff all the individual peppers and all of that chaos, which I don't have time for. So I'm gonna show you how I make it. Okay, so here I've got some olive oil in the bottom of a big pot. I'm gonna put in the peppers. It's basically 2 peppers and big, like an onion. So just kind of soften the onions and peppers. Let them saute. Okay, so next we're putting in the ground, it's all foggy. Next we're putting in the ground beef. But put kind of brown, saute it. Just gonna break it up. Now I'm gonna put the mushrooms in. These mushrooms from Trader Joe's are already sliced, which is nice. Stir it around. So also some garlic press. So there's the garlic, and stirring that garlic around. So now we're gonna put in some diced tomatoes. So we're gonna put in a jar of spaghetti sauce, just like marinara works. Let me stir that in. Okay, so I'm going to put in a teaspoon of black pepper. half a teaspoon of salt. So I'm putting half a teaspoon of this garlic powder. Putting a teaspoon of Lori's seasoned salt. 1 teaspoon of chili powder. Stir this all around. And you're supposed to bring this to a boil for about 5 minutes. Okay, actually you're just supposed to simmer it for 5 minutes until it reaches a boil. It's starting to boil. So now I'm going to add in the rice. I just cooked this in the Instant Pot. I just 1 cup of rice. It's supposed to be 2 cups cooked, which is pretty close to being 2 cups cooked. Stick that in there. Stir around. This is brown rice, by the way. Now I'm going to put in half of my cheese. It's already grated, which is super handy. Stir that around. The heat's off at this point. You just stir it around until it melts. Okay, so now I'm going to put it in the casserole dish. It's supposed to be like sprayed or buttered or something, but I didn't do that. It's a pretty rich casserole, so it doesn't usually stick. Okay. So now I'm going to stick it in the oven. The oven's at 350 and for about a half hour. Okay, so it's been about 30 minutes, so I'm going to take it out. There we go. Bubbly. This is what it looks like. So now I'm going to put the cheese on and let it melt for about 5 minutes. Okay, so now I'm gonna put the cheese on there. So now the cheese is on there. I'm gonna let it melt for about 5 minutes. Okay, so it's been 5 minutes. Take it out. Aww. Okay, so this is what it looks like, all hot and bubbly. Stuffed pepper casserole, voila. So here it is. This is our stuffed pepper casserole. It's all done. I serve it with baguette. These are just from the local grocery store down the street. And then also some salad. And usually we have, since it's kind of, I guess, Italian style, we have usually just some balsamic vinegar and some olive oil and sometimes some Parmesan cheese on the salad. And here is the finished plate. Kids all like this, for the most part. Some kids don't like the mushrooms, but they just take the mushrooms out. So it's pretty good. Kind of has that like stuffed pepper spoon. Kind of has that stuffed pepper taste without, all that stuffed pepper work. Is that good now?
What? I got 1 kill.
Hey guys, welcome to Friday night. We are making, sweet and sour chicken. So this is something my mom used to make, and it's kind of just a simplified version of like Chinese food. Simple is good. So I'm gonna show you how we're making it. So we basically are tripling my mom's recipe. And so we have some pineapple chunks, oops, cornstarch, use a little bit of canola oil to get the stuff started, brown sugar, rice vinegar, soy sauce, garlic powder. Did I say ground ginger? I don't know if I said that. Then over here are the green and red peppers. My son Josiah was super sweet. He cut them for me. Usually we don't cut them this small, but they'll still be really good. And then here's our chicken. Josiah also cut this for me. So it's just basically boneless skin, this chicken breast, just kind of chopped up. So I'm going to put in some canola oil. So now the oil is hot, bubbly. Put the chicken breast in there. We're just gonna kind of stir around, let it brown a little bit. Okay, so now I'm gonna put in my beautiful green peppers and red peppers. Stir those around too. The chicken, sorry, should have showed you. Chicken is pretty much browned now, so that's important. Stir it around all good. So this is 3/4 cup of soy sauce. And then we're gonna mix in, so by the way, my peppers and chicken are cooking over there. So to that soy sauce, I've added 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. I'm gonna mix that around and try and get it to like blend with each other. And that's gonna help the sauce with the sweet and sour sauce kind of stick together a little bit. So here is the soy sauce and cornstarch mixture. Uh-oh, I get that cornstarch out of the bottom. So I'm also gonna put in my pineapple chunks. 3 cans of it. Stir that around. Definitely smells like sweet and sour now. Now I'm putting 6 tablespoons of vinegar because actually tripling the recipe I'd be putting 9, but that just gets it a little too sour, so I cheat a little bit on the vinegar. This is actually 9 tablespoons of brown sugar, which goes against my better judgment, but sorry, my kids are doing some educational games over there. It's kind of annoying. Music, but I'm glad they're learning something. But anyway, but it really does kind of need the sugar to get that sweet and sour taste. And I mean, if we were to go out to Panda Express or whatever, you know, it would be so sweet, and you wouldn't even know what's in there. So it's basically a little healthier than that, I think. So let me just show you where this lovely music is coming from. This is Starfall, and it's something my little kids do. It kind of teaches them like early math and early reading skills. So I'm actually going to put 1.5 teaspoons of ginger powder and garlic powder. Okay, so I put in the ginger and I put in the garlic powder. So ginger powder, the garlic powder. Oh my goodness, it smells so good. That really gives it the I went to Panda Express, but I didn't pay Panda Express prices. Smell. And you're supposed to bring this to a boil for 1 to 2 minutes, and then it is done. You serve it over white rice. Over there, sorry, it's messy. I put in 3 cups of white rice and in the Instant Pot, and just put it up the rice setting. It's just, you know, white rice. Okay, so update. I tasted it, and I ended up adding like the correct amount of vinegar. Because I think when Mark made it, he didn't put all the sugar. Probably because I was like, oh, don't put all that sugar. But now I'm putting on all the sugar. But if you do have all that sugar, you definitely need the vinegar to balance out the sweetness. So if you want to have less sugar, you totally can put less sugar. But you'd want to put less vinegar too to make it balanced. So I boiled it for the 2 minutes that they told us to boil it for. And there we go. It's ready. Here's our Instant Pot white rice. Feels like cheating. It cooks it perfect every time. Here's the finished product. And sorry I don't have chopsticks, but if I did, it would be even more authentic. So definitely DoorDash taste without the DoorDash price. For me. So Josiah, what's your verdict?
Absolutely a success. It's very delicious.
Okay, thank you. Oh, so Moses wants me to ask him. So Moses, do you like your food? You're not so sure about it. Is it good stuff?
Wait, what are you eating here?
Hey guys, welcome to Saturday night. Tonight we are having chicken legs and Brussels sprouts with some basil and balsamic vinegar and olive oil. And then we're also having this harvest blend. It's from Trader Joe's and it has some quinoa, some baked couscous, some lentils actually, and then it also has a little bit of pasta in there. So it's kind of a fun blend of grains. So here's our plate all together. Here's the fam. Hi fam. You like it, Mo? You like your chicken, Mo? You have a bone? So big. Hey guys, welcome to Sunday afternoon. Today we actually tried a crock pot meal because that's the sort of thing you can make while you're gone at church and you can come home. And the meal we tried is slow cooker honey garlic chicken, and it's from wellplated.com. So we were supposed to make it with chicken thighs, but I accidentally used the chicken thighs for another recipe I was making, and this is what it looks like. It's all the way cooked, and we made some brown rice with it, and we're gonna put some green onions on top. Did you like it, Moses? Did you eat it? You're a big boy. Did you like it, Melody? You're still working on it?
No, I don't like it.
You don't like it?
No, I don't like it.
So here's the final bowl. It has these green onions on top and some roasted sesame seeds. And here it is. Okay, we're gonna give it the taste test.
No, you're not.
Pretty good.
No.
It's not my favorite meal we've ever made, but it's perfectly edible, so I will give it that.
I thought it was pretty good. Hey, Mo.
You're done.
You done? You done, Mo?